The restaurant fell completely silent. Every guest watched as Daniel stood a safe distance from the confrontation. His posture remained relaxed. His hands stayed visible. His voice was calm. "Please let her go." One of the men laughed. "Or what?" Daniel didn't answer the challenge. Instead, he looked directly at Victoria. "Can you move toward the manager if they release your arm?" She nodded slightly. The restaurant's security guard hurried toward the table while another employee quietly locked the main entrance to prevent confusion until police arrived. Several diners began moving children toward the back of the restaurant. Daniel noticed Emma watching him. He smiled reassuringly. "It's all right. Stay with the waitress." The waitress gently took Emma's hand and led her behind the service counter. The lead man finally released Victoria's wrist, but the three men continued arguing loudly. Daniel didn't move closer. He simply kept speaking in an even tone. "Everyone here has seen what's happened. The police are already on their way. There's no reason for this situation to become worse." For a brief moment, the tension eased. Then one of the men angrily shoved a chair aside. The loud crash startled everyone. Security immediately stepped between the men and Victoria. Daniel helped guide nearby customers farther away so security had room to work. Within minutes, the sound of police sirens echoed outside. The officers entered quickly and separated everyone involved. The restaurant manager explained what had happened. Several diners volunteered as witnesses. Security footage was preserved for investigators. After speaking with witnesses, officers escorted the three men from the restaurant. The atmosphere slowly relaxed. Some guests quietly applauded the professionalism of the restaurant staff and the responding officers. Victoria finally sat down, taking a deep breath. Daniel returned to Emma. She hugged him tightly. "Were you scared?" Daniel smiled. "A little. It's okay to feel scared. The important thing is staying calm and helping where you safely can." Emma nodded thoughtfully. Victoria approached them a few minutes later. "I don't think we've met. I'm Victoria." "Daniel." She smiled warmly. "Thank you. You helped keep people calm until security and the police arrived." Daniel shook his head. Everyone worked together. The staff responded quickly. Security did their job. The officers handled the situation. "I simply tried not to make things worse." The restaurant manager joined them. "I've managed restaurants for 20 years. I've never seen someone stay so composed." Daniel smiled. "I had training a long time ago. But the goal of training isn't to prove you're strong. It's to avoid unnecessary harm whenever possible." A nearby customer overheard the conversation. "My children were sitting only 2 tables away. Thank you for thinking about everyone's safety." Daniel nodded politely. "I'm glad everyone is all right." The following week, Victoria invited Daniel and Emma to visit her company's headquarters. She wanted to personally thank them. Emma was fascinated by the Innovation Center and proudly showed Victoria photos of the science project she and her father were building together. Victoria laughed. "The volcano?" Emma grinned. "Yes. It's going to be messy. I can't wait to see it." During lunch, Victoria asked Daniel, "Why did you stay so calm?" He thought for a moment. "Because panic spreads, but calm spreads too. If one person stays steady, others often find the confidence to do the same." Those words stayed with Victoria. A few months later, her company partnered with local businesses to provide employees with training on emergency preparedness, conflict de-escalation, and workplace safety. Restaurant owners, retail workers, and office managers attended the free workshops. Daniel volunteered as one of the instructors. He didn't teach people how to fight. He taught them how to recognize danger early, communicate clearly, protect others, and work effectively with trained security personnel and emergency responders. The program quickly expanded throughout the city. One evening, Emma asked her father, "Are heroes always the strongest people?" Daniel smiled. "No. Heroes are often the people who help others stay safe. They think clearly, they care about everyone, and they don't let fear make their decisions for them." Years later, Emma gave a speech at her university graduation. She shared the lesson she had learned as a child. "My father once told me that courage isn't about looking fearless. It's about choosing kindness, responsibility, and calm when everyone else feels overwhelmed." I've never forgotten that. The audience stood in applause. People remembered the story because 3 men confronted a CEO in a restaurant while a quiet single father happened to witness the incident. But those who knew the full story understood that the greatest strength wasn't hidden combat skills or dramatic heroics. It was self-control, good judgment, teamwork, and the willingness of ordinary people, security professionals, and law enforcement to work together to keep everyone safe. proving that true courage is measured not by how quickly someone fights, but by how wisely they protect others.